I forgot. I have to show the sexy voice. Let's hear it.
The first Corvette was designed by Hurley Earl in 1953 and was named after a small maneuverable warship. The Z06, first introduced in 2005, is from the 6th generation and is the performance model featuring an improved larger engine and an aluminum frame. Featuring lightweight titanium intake valves and connecting rods in its 7-liter aluminum block V8 and technologies gleaned from the Corvette Racing Factory program, class winner in 6 out of the last 10 years at the prestigious 24 Hours of Le Mans, the Z06 is the lightest Corvette of them all. The 6th generation Corvettes are the first to have exposed headlamps since 1962.
Ooh, yeah. It gets better. I gotta find one that's even sexier. This one's sexy. Like, ooh, your jimmies might get a little rustled in a good way.
The Super Snake is a package offered by Shelby to enhance the power and looks of the Ford Shelby GT500. Everything a balls-to-the-wall muscle car needs. With an increase of 16 horsepower boost on the Whipple supercharger, the peak power of the 5.4-liter V8 has been increased from 550 bhp at 6,500 RPM to 750 bhp at 6,200 RPM. If the driver is able to harness all this extra power, they will complete the standing quarter mile in 12 seconds flat, with a speed of 120 miles per hour at the line. The hood is now one giant air scoop designed to push as much air into the supercharger as possible. A prominent carbon fiber splitter can also be seen, which will certainly help push the front tires into the road when trying to corner while accelerating.
Ooh, it's like the only thing that'll be pushed something into something else. See if I can find another sexy one. I remember some of them. Yeah, I know this one's pretty sexy too.
Superleggera Super Light is the top-of-the-range Gallardo and successor to its predecessor launched in 2007. The LP564 was already 20 kilograms lighter than the original Gallardo, which makes the Superleggera's weight saving of an extra 70 kilograms even more impressive. Lamborghini have been at the forefront of carbon fiber use for many years, and much of the weight saving is achieved through the extensive use of this material inside and out. Forged aluminum wheels with titanium bolts and firmer shock absorbers and anti-roll bars increase the car's breathtaking cornering potential. The lightest Lamborghini currently available has not seen a reduction in style. The rear windshield and side windows may be made from polycarbonate instead of glass, but these and its prominent fixed rear wing and large front splitter define this Gallardo's racing intentions.
I know that there are a couple, actually, not just for more proof. You know, the sexy voice is sexy no matter what car you choose with. Obviously some more than others, but yeah, the Evo. Nice long cranking starter.
Different for a reason.
Ooh.
Known as Evo to its friends, this is a high-performance sedan and the 10th official version to date. The Lancer Evolution saw success in the World Rally Championships with drivers' titles from 1996 to 1999 and a Constructors' Championship win in 1998. One of the Lancer Evolution's most revolutionary technologies is the Super All-Wheel Control SAWC system, which indirectly directs engine torque to the outside or inside wheels as needed. Making use of all available traction, SAWC gives the Lancer Evolution unparalleled cornering, acceleration, and safety. Every element of Lancer Evolution is specifically designed to improve performance and safety, from the racing-developed aerodynamics to the wide fenders, aluminum roof, and vented aluminum hood.
Different for a reason. Ooh. That was nice. Oh, here we go. Here's a nice car. Kind of. One more after this.
The Dodge Charger name is a historical one associated with performance. With
Bedroom.
four-door flexibility, the Dodge Charger SRT8 is a sophisticated, versatile muscle car that excites at every turn.
Ooh.
425 bhp that the 6.1-liter Hemi V8 generates makes it equally as powerful as the legendary Hemi engines of the muscle car era. The Dodge Charger also features an electronic stability control designed to assist drivers during extreme steering maneuvers. Prominent wheel arches house the familiar 5-spoke aluminum wheels, while the aggressive front grille, broad-shouldered fenders, and sloping fastback roofline allow the Dodge Charger to dominate the road in style.
Ooh, it's not the only thing that's going to be dominated at this rate. I think you get my point. You know, the sexy narration, to be honest, it adds to the game. It adds whether you're driving as the racers, or as you will later see, it also helps if you're driving as the cops. Let's just pick a car, any car. I mean, god dang. She even makes the Crown Vic sound sexy. Here we go.
First produced by the Ford Motor Company in the 1950s and affectionately known as the Crown Vic, this car has become the iconic police and taxi car. Its body-on-frame construction makes it very rugged and easy to repair after minor accidents.
In the bedroom.
The only full-frame rear-wheel drive passenger car built in North America. A 4.6-liter V8 drives its rear wheels, resulting in handling which lends itself well to police driving techniques, where the front of the police car is used to push the rear of the fleeing car. The police version of the Crown Victoria has a black front grille and rear fascia on the trunk lid. Black trim can also be found under the taillights. The next generation police Interceptor from Ford will be based on the Ford's latest unit body full-size chassis, with the seamless transition already underway.
It's almost a bit of lamenting at the end, but still pretty sexy. Oh yeah.
The super high output of the EcoBoost twin turbocharged engine is what defines this sleeper sedan from Ford. Anyone who overlooks the style of this revolutionary high-quality American sedan will be blown away by its hidden performance. Creating more power than larger, naturally aspirated engines, the 3.5-liter V6 is twin turbocharged and able to generate peak power of 365 bhp, while providing a maximum of 350 pounds per foot of torque across a broad range from 1,500 to 5,250 RPM. The purpose-built Police Interceptor will replace the iconic Crown Victoria as Ford's police car of choice from 2011 onward. The new Police Interceptor is fully equipped inside and out to support all the needs of a modern law enforcer.
Yeah, not quite as sexy for some of these cop cars. Let's see if I can find some better ones. I'll do a couple more of them before this camera runs out of battery. Oh, perfect. I love this car. Oh, never mind. Didn't do anything differently. Oh, turd. Oh, let's see if this car is nice. See anything sexy about this.
The Porsche 959, with its electronically controlled all-wheel drive, was originally conceived as a Group B car, the road-going version created to satisfy homologation regulations that required a minimum of 200 street-legal units to be built. The road car became the world's fastest street-legal production car with a top speed of 197 miles per hour and was hailed as the most technologically advanced road-going sports car ever built. Instead of creating an engine from scratch, Porsche developed an existing engine, ending up with a twin turbocharged six-cylinder boxer engine with an air-cooled block and water-cooled heads. The use of sequential twin turbochargers allowed for smooth, seamless delivery of power across the engine RPM band, which contrasted to the sudden delivery of power found in other turbocharged engines of this period. Instead of using a tubular space frame, which would have saved weight, Porsche chose to use a steel monocoque, which reduced cost and would be easier to translate to future models. The pursuit of lightness and aerodynamics was, however, a big focus for the body, which was made from Kevlar and was a pioneering feature of the mid-'80s. Its big front air dam and huge rear spoiler were created from time spent in the wind tunnel and contributed to an impressive drag coefficient of 0.31.
Yeah, not bad. Okay, I need one or two more. Here we go. This one, I'm sure it's going to be sexy. Better be. Find out.
600 horses don't slither. The Dodge Viper has always been the big gun of American muscle when it comes to engine size and raw power.
It's better.
With SRT in its name, the Dodge Viper SRT-10 also guarantees balanced performance and benchmark braking. Street and Racing Technology, SRT, worked with McLaren Performance Technologies and Ricardo Corporation to develop an 8.4-liter V10 with more efficient breathing and a higher engine speed. To handle the increased torque, a smaller diameter twin-disc clutch and the latest evolution 6-speed Tremec T56 manual transmission were also required. A noticeably larger, more efficient hood scoop and venting can be seen on this iteration of the Viper, which helps to cool the new, larger engine. This car has all the classic Viper detailing with its crosshair grille, deep-cut sides, and swept-back fenders.
Yeah, not as good as I thought. One more, then my camera's going to run out of recording time. Oh, here we go. This will be good.
It's hard to say what sets pulses racing the most. The performance or the looks. The new Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG features a distinctively pure design, superior dynamics, and levels of safety and everyday practicality that are the hallmarks of Mercedes-Benz. The conversion to dry sump lubrication allows a significantly lower engine mounting position, with the resulting lower center of gravity enabling high lateral acceleration and scintillating vehicle dynamics. Power is distributed from the AMG 6.3-liter V8 to the rear axle by a particularly light carbon driveshaft, similar to those used in DTM C-Class touring race cars. With its unique gull-wing doors, the SLS AMG is a classic of tomorrow, which takes cues from the legends of Mercedes-Benz. A long wheelbase and bonnet combined with a wide track and large wheels creates proportions that are unmistakably supersports.
Oh, she got it at the end there. Oh, yeah. And that's all the time we have for the sexy time. I think I took way more time than I needed to here, but that's okay.
There's some other things that I really hate. Oh, yeah, I need to go to my test track. Carson Ridge Reservoir. Now, it's like I said, there are some other things this game gets right and also gets wrong. You'll see. It's really, really weird. I gotta show some obvious things. Oh, here we go. This is a nice car. Classic red with black. It's my favorite paint job for it. Although I remember I saw like a silver with red stripes or something towards the end. That actually looked quite nice. Now you want to see a good example of a car accelerating faster when you over-rev it as opposed to accelerating slower. Wow. You'll see exactly what I mean. The car sounds somewhat realistic with a whole... Hold on. Can't really hear their whine here. Let me see. I gotta go back further. Oh, I love how it just gets you stuck on a wall sometimes like that. Okay. Let's just see how it sounds when you start it up, actually. Let me just do this. Wow, I like how it echoes. That's kind of cool. I didn't even notice that. Sorry, I had like a short attention span. Alright, let's see what happens when you just over-rev it. Look at how much faster it accelerates than when you don't over-rev it. Let me see. I'm going to try this again. It's hard to do this properly. See? Big difference. Really big difference. And it's especially obvious. It's really obvious with a car like this one. Another thing you notice as well, there's a lot more understeer in this car than there is oversteer, which is funny because, a car like this, just because of how much power you have, you can't just throw this thing into corners. Look, I'm wide open throttle, complete foot to the floor, and it just, mild understeer through these corners, even a little bit of grip. And it just blows my mind. This car is another nice example of completely unrealistic. It also feels a little slow. For 750 horsepower in a car that weighs like, 3,600? It should be going a hell of a lot faster than this. Probably just nerfing it for balance. That's how a lot of these... Oh, but even then it still recovers. Okay. Then, see what I mean with the whole pinballing off of walls? Where'd they get that from? Probably Burnout. Oh, boy. So this is probably my top 10. This isn't my top 10. Who am I kidding? Also, look at how nice this thing... Look at this. You can just go from brake to gas like that instantly. And the thing doesn't spin its tires or just... Nothing. It just puts the power down really well. And once you get out of third gear... Look at that. Nothing. Trying to get him to spin. I didn't need to brake here, but I did anyway. I don't know why. It's just absolutely insane. And yet, there are other cars that have some decently realistic aspects to them. I think you've seen all you need to see from the Super Snake, but I just like driving it. It's just a fun cruise. And also, I'm trying to remember, there's some cars, depending on how you take a corner, you can make the transmission sound like it's got a CVT. Come on. I got a little bit of it there. Oh well. Want to see some more interesting incongruity? Oh, don't worry, there's plenty more where this came from. I'm just getting started. And still waiting to connect to the Autolog servers that it doesn't want to connect to. There we go. At least that time it went a little fast. Alright, let's use a car that has all-wheel drive, so you'll see exactly what I mean. Let's take the Gallardo... Or the Gallardo SL. That's a nice car. It's a green one. Should be... Oh yeah. Yellow, white, orange. Oh, I forgot. I got to do the sexy voice, or the sexy narration description for the cars and the minis. I forgot. I have to dedicate a part of the video just towards that. Because it is. I like sexy narration voices. They're fun. Like, they make cars that are cool look and sound cooler. Okay. Notice, look at how long it took me to get towards rev limiter with this. Now, here's the real fun. Now, obviously, you guys know the Gallardo LPs are all-wheel drive. The LP, whatever, number 4s. Watch this. Boom! Puts it down perfectly. And it goes. It just goes. Pretty good sounding, too. So I'm sorry if you can't hear it. I should probably crank it along a little bit. It's a great little car. And see, and this is a car where it's probably more realistic than other cars in its class. The fact that all-wheel drive usually means understeer. And there's a bit of understeer. Obviously, I had to take that a little bit wider because of those 2 traffic cars. But you see, you get the idea. In a car like this, you can sort of see why it handles the way it does. But whereas cars like the Super Snake, when you can just, flat-footed in second gear, or in third and fourth, coming out of a corner without starting to spin your tires and get the rear end sideways, not really. Just brake a little bit. Wow, these brakes are ridiculous. Now, the Gallardo does not stop that fast. You saw how fast. It went from like 170 to 140 in about 2 seconds, if even that. Also notice the gear changes. They get quicker or slower depending on if your car has dual clutch tranny, manual. Look at these brakes. These are ridiculous. These are even better than the Super Snakes. This thing is like the most drama-free stopping car I've driven in a while. It's nice. It's nice. See, in this car, you keep remembering, oh, this is all drive, so it's got some understeer. But it's not bad. I didn't even live through that. I didn't even brake nothing. Just took it. And that's okay. But, to be able to, I guess, drive realistically, quote-unquote, drive not burnout style, within the confines of this game, you're limited to maybe 8 or 9 cars. And even then, the brakes are ridiculous on this thing. Holy crap. That's one thing I like that they changed Most Wanted too. They made the braking distances way longer, especially from higher speeds. They're still a little short, but we just try to over-rev this thing. Look at that. Puts it down perfectly. Every single time. Which is good. It's fun. Oh, what a great car. Yeah, it's no wonder why the Gallardo SL is on my top 10 list. So this track runs reverse. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry to keep subjecting. I should just see if it'll just connect to Autolog so it'll stop doing this. But, I don't know, you get so used to it after a while, but I'm sure it's boring just hearing me say, loading, 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 loading. Does it work? Oh. Do we have progress? Oh, that was a waste. It does that sometimes. Okay. Oh, I forgot. The stupidest events in the game. Where is the rapid responses? These are little more than time trials in disguise. Really, really, really shitty disguises. Where I can't seem to find any. Wow. Wait, dude, I swear I did some. No, I didn't do that either. Ah. Here we are. See, this is... Notice how it says, you incur time penalties for anything you hit. Now look at what happens when we have the erasers. No time penalty. I'm just showing the description just so you know. And also Bull Run. When I think of Bull Run, I think of the TV show on Spike. I don't think of Lamborghinis. I sure don't think of the Murcielago. Car's a toilet, at least in this game. Let's see the rapid response. Oh, God, where is that? I lost that down. I'm sorry. There we are. Rapid response. It's coming in hot. Yeah, I'm coming somewhere, that's for sure. Just not all over this game. Oh, look, this one you can at least drive whatever you want. Okay, that's not as shitty. Obviously, I haven't played as much as the cops. I don't know why. It's is that the... it's Gallardo VB. Nice. VB stands for Valentino Baboni, not V Bulletin. Let's see. No, let's drive something that drives unrealistically, just so you can see me curse and scream. That's always fun. And the Corvette Z06, especially the C6 Z06, It is renowned for its grip, and its acceleration, and its oversteer. It's an intense car to drive, but this car just has tons of understeer. You'll see exactly what I mean. Respond to the dispatch call as fast as you can. I'll stop. Just watch.
Central to all units. Officers require assistance on Oakmont Valley.
Yeah, right, like we pulled out that spinning out. Good luck doing that in a C606.
This is a training exercise, but you will be evaluated as if this was a live situation.
It's funny because some events they say, "Oh, it's real," others they say, "No, it's not real." And so then, why? Why would you do just a mere? Look at the understeer, by the way. Why would you do a fucking training exercise in real life? That's dangerous. You know, that Cobalt driver would have died. I probably would have died. This engine sound says it came from the fully upgraded GTO civilian vehicle, not the police one in Most Wanted 1 PC. I'm trying to remember if the GTO cop car sounds like this when it's fully upgraded. I think it might. I'm sorry, I'm getting off topic. But you see the problem. But this car's steering, it's heavy as shit. This is not a Corvette. Z06s do not drive like this. Oh, look at the traffic not yielding to me, by the way. Look, I'm trying to drive like New York State Police do. You know, pass everyone on the left. I'm trying not to go in the oncoming lane. You know, this is the worst game to try and drive realistically in for the cops. Look at that. No ABS. Car just goes straight when you brake it. And it accelerates faster when you over-rev it, as opposed to just, you know, not trying to make it over-rev. I do like how you can cycle through the sirens. And the lights, yeah, that's interesting. The cars have their own light setups and stuff, and that's cool, but it's... This guy shifts that... Oh my god. This guy shifts the manual pretty dang quick. Uh-oh. Look at this asshole. Didn't even yield. Yeah, I believe me, I didn't want to go in the oncoming lane. This car just understeers so fucking much. It just blows my mind. What a disappointment. Because I really liked the Z06 and Carbon. Really? Just goes to show what happens when traffic doesn't yield. I was going to pass him on the left. I'll have to get penalties. You know, instead of lawsuits, you get fucking time penalties. Ooh. And of course, hitting a wall, killing a sign, that adds 2 seconds. But why 2 seconds? I mean, what about the property damage? Or what about the damage to your car? Obviously, these are not considerations, and just goes to show how shitty these events are. These are literally just poorly poorly repackaged time trials. Look at all the understeer. My foot was to the floor again. Oh my god. The worst thing you can do is go from playing a game like this to going to play Forza 4, or vice versa. You go from, like I said, I shouldn't be harping Forza 4 in a good way. I shouldn't just be hogging me. Fucking go from this to Most Wanted 2. Look at this understeer, by the way. This car, in real life, she would have been skidding everywhere, foot to the floor, throughout this entire section. This is driving like a front-wheel drive compact. Oh my god. Oh god, I'm up to 11 seconds in penalties. It's a new record. Look at that, more understeer. Like, I'm at the point of just, like, not even giving a fuck anymore. I just absolutely... I mean, and it's a shame, because this car used to be so good. Uh-oh, am I gonna hit a wall? Maybe not. How is this a training exercise if there's real cars parked here? You see what I mean? There's a lot of little things that don't add up. Oh my god. Really, really, really hate those. I mean, interceptors are interesting. I suppose they're interesting, but... Oh, man. You quickly see the problem here. The fact that you have a game that, on one hand, has some nice elements of realism and has some really, really, really not nice elements of unrealism, or arcade, we'll say. And it's as if they just couldn't decide which one they'd have more of. Or rather, there was an internal struggle as to whether or not to make this game arcadey or realistic. And like I said, Most Wanted 2 is not realistic at all. Not very, but... the cars handle a lot more predictably in that game than they do in these. The steering weight, for crying out loud, that's the easiest shit to fix. Adjusting it so that its speed, it'll get heavier, but it's not so freaking heavy. You saw it was like that Z06. Understeer, heavy steering out the butthole. It's ridiculous. I gotta find some more stuff that I hate. I know it sounds awful, but... I've already showed the rapid responses and how much dick they suck. I need to show some really, really annoying footage. Like when, let's say a racer wrecks in front of you in a duel. Yeah, that'll work. Let's take a faster car so we die sooner. And, if a car in front of you wrecks, and obviously if he's right in front of you, you don't have time to stop. Also, by the way, before I totally forget here, why do they call this King of the Road? What part of this title makes you think this is A, in hypercars, and B, between the Veyron and the CCXR? How come this car, or this car, or this car, or this car, or this car can't be a King of the Road? How come it's only between these two? So many little... I mean, I know it's silly to harp on things like this, but... It's what you do. You have to look everywhere to find good things about this game. And like I said, there's some really obvious things that are good. The way the cars look, and in most cases, how they sound. But how they drive? Outside of the Diablo, Gallardo, Super Snake, and GT500, even then they don't drive realistically. Okay, this looks like the cars are both pissing smoke and oil. That literally looks like the smoke you see from cars in Most Wanted 1 when the cars are very badly damaged, like the cop cars. And it goes away. My lights off. Thug life. You'll see what I mean. Also, it's funny, too. I mean, I remember in this race a couple of times, this guy wrecked, not even about this far away from me. And I didn't get a crash escape credit for it. Look at this. Look at how it's like as if he just trail braked through there or something. I don't even... Oh, yeah, look at how much understeer this car... Wait. Whoa. First of all... No, that was a crash cutscene. That was. See how he reset? That was a fucking crash cutscene. I didn't get any points for it. And I've gotten crash escapes before in duels. I remember I got quite a few times. There was one with the Porsche versus another car in the Super Series, or Sports, not Sports, Performance. And then there was one in the Sports Series, and I got a couple in the race as well, between the Evo and the Impreza, I believe. Look at the rubber band, by the way. I was freaking so far ahead of him after that. And he reset so much faster. Oh my god. So this isn't bad because I'm actually trying to drive nicely, but if I were to try to drive Most Wanted 2 style and just, expect this car to grip, it's not happening. And that's the problem. You're driving Most Wanted 2 style and just throwing your car into corners. That doesn't work either, even though this car could very well do that. Obviously not at wide open throttle. I mean, this is a freaking Koenigsegg. These cars have tons of power oversteer. And yet, here we are. I mean, shit, I can do this one-handed. I could freaking jerk off with my left hand right now if I wanted to. I probably won't. Probably shouldn't, perhaps being the better term. But it's just... Oh, they actually stayed off. It's just so... Oh, this section... Oh, no. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I don't know why I was thinking there. Look at this. I mean, the car puts the power down almost perfectly once you're out of first gear. And it just doesn't... And you're in the rain, too! How is this thing not oversteering and spinning out like crazy? And I, like... You kind of go, yes, but in order to do that, you have to reprogram the game, and some cars wouldn't be competitive. Well, tough shit. The Veyron would have heavier steering, and would have even more understeer. I still have time here, so I'm just going to keep recording this. I absolutely hate these events. Look at this understeer. Where is the oversteer in this car under power? Nowhere. The only way you're going to get power oversteer if you do the classic brake and then hit the gas burnout style into the turn. You want to see power? Oh, here's some power oversteer. Yeah, right. Like an Agera would be this controllable under full throttle. You're not fooling anybody, Criterion. Dumb fucker. You're not fooling anybody. The brake's locked. I already heard the tires. Look at that. Understeer, understeer, understeer. Wow, I'm amazed it didn't hit the wall there. And of course, while I'm just busy fighting my car, the Veyron is miles ahead. I wouldn't be surprised if the AI rubber bands two ways. One way being, obviously, if you fall behind, they rubber band further ahead. And if you go ahead of them, they've rubber band ahead to catch up with you. It's just stupid. It just blows my mind how stupid and shitty this game can be under the right conditions. I hate this. I don't know why. I don't know what's stopping me from just quitting this event and just going and cruising in my Diablo, or my Gallardo, or Super Snake, or fucking anything. Anything. I wouldn't say anything, but you get the idea. Just, Yeah, it's a problem as well. It's something. The lack of realism in this game, combined with the general realistic environment and car meshes and everything, the more you think about it, or the more you think about it, the worse it gets. And the worse it gets, the more you have to think about it. It's one of those self-fueled fires, and it's a vicious cycle of, learning to hate a game more and more and more and more and more. I can't believe I didn't get a crash escape bonus, and that's, like I said, that's very, very minor. I know there's one event towards the end here, and as you may or may not know, cops have to get authorization. Actually, no, let's just show that now. Cops usually have to get, at least from what I've seen, cops always have to get authorization from the Central. They say, oh, Central, request permission to use insert weapon here, EMP or spike strip. And yet they don't have to do that. So what I might have to do, I'll just stop recording now and then just cut ahead and blast from the past. What the hell? I mean, it's not... I wouldn't just associate the McLaren F1 from this. I sure as hell wouldn't associate it with the Hyper Series. Oh my god. And they do a huge disservice to this car's handling. Oh my god. You'll see. I'm gonna cut ahead. Oh, I forgot. There are many instances, at least when you're driving these lighter and quicker cars, i.e. not the Bentley or some other heavy car, when you hit another vehicle, like a parked cop car, and they don't even go into the crash cutscene. You saw a bit of it earlier, but you're going to see more of it now, because, well, I'm making this video, and that's tough titties if you don't want to see it. Should be right up here. Yep, right here. Let's go a little bit more to the right. Oh, I Wait, what? Whoa, that's actually better than I thought. How the fuck was that A, not a crash cutscene, and B, how did I take so little damage from that? Oh my god, this game's glitchy, unpolished turd to the nth degree. Uh-oh. Oh, too bad he's too dumb to auto-bust. Look at this, he just parks in the middle of the road. What an idiot. Man, no wonder why you guys always lose us. The most unprofessional police department I've seen in a long time. I'll cut ahead again. Alright, more fun in game. Let's see if I can kill that Veyron. Oh, I can't find him. Oh, that's already... Oh, he was all the way over there. There's no way I wasn't... Okay. Before I forget, I hope I don't run out of recording time. What'll happen here, this Veyron will start dropping spikes on me, and he will not have asked dispatch for authorization. Now, you're going to have to take my word for this. I killed the Koenigsegg Agera, I believe it was, earlier. Just watch. Uh-oh. Well, that's funny, because you have to get authorization for that, you little fucker. Don't you? Yeah. But you didn't. So technically, you shouldn't have been able to do that. All it would have been is one little dialogue. That's all he would have needed. Again. Oh, what a dumbass. Notice how he spiked his own tires and he barely lost any health? It's extremely pathetic. Nothing. Oh, I forgot. I have to kill this guy so I can show dispatch his unrealistic bullcrap. Hold on. Look how stupid. He's just parked there. Do you just, like, want to expire? Hey, where are you going? I want to kill you. No, obviously, he doesn't. I don't think he's very interested in that idea. Still need to get points, though. 200 a pop, it adds up. What? How would that not kill him? Oh, come on. Don't do this to me, game. There we go. Gotta really nail him, apparently. Now, notice. That cop car is dead. Now watch what's gonna happen here. Dispatch is gonna say something. Like, I'm on this trail or on that trail. They should, but I don't know if they're gonna do it yet. No, they haven't. Sorry, let me find it later. I mean, I gotta cut ahead because I'm down to like 30 seconds of recording time. Stay tuned. One more try. Aha! See? There. Now, how would dispatch know that? There's no unit on me, no helicopter, presumably no UAVs or satellites. How would they know that? They wouldn't. Because there's no way of... You quickly see the problem. A lack of polish is, at least for me, a humongous turnoff. And this game is just full of it. You just have to know where to look. Good thing I know where to look, huh? That's it.